Shit. All right.
You took my
Everybody out
name
my
off.
room. Everybody out my room. I'm about to roll. Let me roll up and talk. What's going on, everybody? This is
My
your
name's
guy.
still on here.
No, your name is not on that one. Is it on that one?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a whole new thing. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me do this one. Anyway, guys, right now I'm right now redoing because my guest co-host for today has me redoing a whole title and everything for this stream. And it just happened the stars were aligned for me to do this discussion. So I said, "The hell with it, I will do it." I said I was going to bring her back, and here we go. We're joined here with the one, the only, the Deity. You know what I'm saying? Deity, what's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's poppin'?
Nothing too much with you. Nothing too much. It's been a while. It has been a while. I know we haven't talked in a while. I know you did a pop up on my show earlier. You did a pop up on my show earlier, and you dropped some bomb ass information. And here we are right now. You know what I'm saying? So the content that we're about to go over is pretty much on minority YouTube debates and debaters rather focus on negative than on power. And I had to ask the question, why is that? I mean, you help come up with the concept or the content, but why is it that they're more focused on negative than actually on their own power?
Well, first I want to say shouts out to one of the great debaters in YouTube, Young Pharaoh.
Oh wow, go ahead.
Because Young Pharaoh called me a gatekeeper, and he recognized my intellect and my ability to provide the knowledge that I know innately, accurately. So shouts out to him because we understand each other on that level. And he's not a hater. A lot of men hate when a woman is intelligent or more intelligent than them. But Young Pharaoh is not a hater, so I respect him. But as far as like the ability to debate, I don't think a lot of people have the ability to debate properly. A lot of people don't understand the format of debating. A lot of people don't understand how to present research in a debate. First and foremost, the ability to debate has to first come from an innate understanding. So it has to come from within. Is deeper than just reading a book or, getting any type of secondary source that's comprised of someone else's observation, opinion, or belief. You got to literally feel what it is that you're saying. A person who has common sense can outsmart a person in a debate who has a lot of book sense. You know what I'm saying? And that book sense might be comprised of what people might consider a fact versus a feeling. But when you can present it with passion, you can have people believe a lie. People will believe a lie. So, like I said, a lot of people just don't know how to debate.
Right. Okay. No, go ahead. So, all right. So, we already know Young Pharaoh has one of the biggest pro platforms for blacks to talk on. He does a lot. People say what they want to say, but the brother has an amazing following. I've seen some snippets of his work. Listen, you got to have a gift to build up that type of audience. Or say what y'all got to say, but the man does the numbers. And now, Deity, the thing about it is, when it comes to the debate, do you feel that at some point you're going to have to take that type of power or that type of talking points, and you're going to have to take it to a stage where, and we're not talking about just little, the little channel. We're talking about like that. These kind of things have to go to the political level to where you can demand or get what you need. Or do you think that some people only feel comfortable just being here on YouTube? What do you think?
Well, like I said, a lot of people. I hear my echo for some reason.
I don't know why.
Like I said, a lot of people aren't debaters, and those who are debaters, like the young pharaohs and the Setis, they took their platform outside of just YouTube. They may have filmed it, but they traveled abroad. That's something that they do. That's a gift that they have. Like I have a gift to debate. I'm like crazy with the wordplay.
Right.
It's not too many people that can beat me in a debate.
Okay.
Like my intellect level is damn near genius. Like,
okay.
So, I mean, if it's a natural skill that you have with words and your ability to think quick, then of course that's something that you might want to pursue outside of YouTube or even on YouTube. But a lot of people who, do it just for a view or two, that's not something that they're going to do on a consistent basis.
Okay. All right. Now, the thing about it is we've been seeing that as far as it's been going right now, we're looking at the political scheme of things changing out there in the world, especially when it comes towards getting stuff pushed for the advocacy of the culture. Why aren't we seeing these specialized debaters and men and women? Why don't we see them out there actually, going forth? Malcolm knew how to handle his words on the stage. King know how to. Why aren't we seeing these people go onto the world stage, such as yourself? Why aren't we seeing these people go into those arenas and start actually advocating for what they want and what's needed?
What's needed as far as what?
See, that's the thing. We already understand that there's a lack of fluctuation of power in the culture. Why is it that these debaters are not out there challenging these talking points that are put onto the culture, on the community?
And the talking points are being presented by who?
Well, we'll have it where we'll hear disparaging stats and statistics spoken on, the culture of Black men, Black women, household. And literally, I know you might see one thing, I might see another thing. Let me ask you on your side, are women of your caliber debating against the negative stereotypes and statistics that are being placed down on you or your kin?
Well, a debater doesn't necessarily run from a debate unless they just don't see it fruitful. You know what I mean? If it's not beneficial. So if somebody was able to present information to me, even if I don't agree with it, but if they were able to present their information properly and intellectually, I would definitely debate them.
Okay, right.
See, when you're a debater, you don't go into it with your feelings. You have to be passionate about it, but you don't, let your emotions control you.
Okay. Why is it that we're not seeing that? Do you feel that some people have been dumbing down the flock? Like, because literally, if somebody's saying some stuff like a whimsical pastor or something like that, especially here on BabbleTube, and literally, it's not actually, because in a debate, people are supposed to be learning from watching y'all speak. We can agree on that, right?
Right.
So me watching you speak should be, especially me want to learn and want to do better. Do you think that people are being pushed or actually encouraged to want to do better in the spirit of watching these debates? Or that's not?
Absolutely, but you got to understand your audience. Like, for instance, and this is no offense to you, BMT, but your audience isn't comprised of people who are focused on anything intellectual. Then that's no disrespect to them.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
But
like No, go ahead.
But there are crowds of people that are focused on intellectual stimuli.
So, okay, now question. What would be the intellectual stimuli that is being pushed out via audience from you? What type of audience are you intellectually pushing?
You said what type of audience am I pushing or pushing to?
Yeah, which audience are you pushing to?
Well, I mean, I don't have a channel. I'm not.
No. I'm just saying, but when you debate,
anybody who's willing to listen, because my debates don't compromise of it. My debates comprise of multiple different topics. I'm not just talking on one specific stance.
Right. Okay.
I can talk on politics. I can talk on what you eat. I can talk on sex. I can talk on gender. I can talk on race. So it just depends on if a person likes to listen to that particular type of topic.
Okay. Do you believe that there? Do you believe that there have been any mindful debates in this space that actually have challenged the black mind, or have spearhead movements or anything? Do you believe any of these
Yes.
debates? Could you give me some?
Yeah, you got Young Pharaoh. You have
Young Pharaoh's not in this space. He's not in this
oh, you
space.
talking about in this space?
Yeah. You see,
None, because most of the black people in this space are dumb. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, let me just keep it real with you right now. Most of the black people in this space are dumb. They're lonely. They're bored. They don't have no life. Some of them may be crippled, whether it be physically or mentally. There's something off about their personality. There's some type of awkwardness about them, to where they get on here and they build a fake reality with these people that they don't know, probably never even seen, never will see. And so like I said, there's different groups and audiences on YouTube, but in this space, there's no real intellectualism. I haven't seen anybody that I would even want to debate. And I'm not a debater per se. I can debate, but I haven't seen anybody in this space that would be worth even giving that type of time to.
Have you tried places like the Black Brain Trust? Like, those are a lot of guys that they literally challenge the intellectual thought on a very stimulated combo. I mean,
no, because I don't be on YouTube.
Okay, so you don't. Okay, you don't be on YouTube
like that. No.
Okay, so Deity, if you don't be on YouTube, now how you know what is the highly intellectual conversation go on?
I have been on YouTube, but I don't be on YouTube like that.
Okay, all right.
On a consistent basis.
Okay. Do you see anything fruitful that has been coming out? And shout out to everybody who's coming on in. Like I said, we're talking with Deity. You said what has debate channels like Young Pharaoh done that have pushed the black vote, the black community, or the black cultural system forward? What have debate channels like him or Sidenetter, what have those channels have done?
I mean, well, you can go on their channels, and I'm sorry that echo in my ear is really blowing me, but you can go on their channels and see what they talk about. They talk about a lot of things in regards to race, what you should eat, astro projection, if somebody may be into that, politics. So they actually do talk about things that are productive.
Okay, all right. So I need you to so one of the things I'm asking is that I can go to their channels.
Right.
But is it of anything tangible?
I just said, yeah. I said they talk about what you eat, what you should eat. They talk about things in regards to race, politics. Yeah.
Okay. Now, has any of those things benefited you? Or I'm not talking about just buying, because you buying food, that's you out of your own money. That's you out of your own money. That's stuff you could look up. I'm talking about, like, are we seeing people that these YouTube channels or groups or movements, are they honestly pushing forth soluble things that are pushing for law, pushing for school funding, things like that? But see, I would want it to be where they have the W.E.D. Du Bois, they have things from him and from those halls that can be studied that are pushed for the advancement of black men and women. We have those studies and stuff like that. I'm asking because me, I like I said, I'm not in any of these races, but I'm asking because right now we need the tangibles, and I'm saying that if it's something like the Great Faulkner Initiative, I'm just using them. They have programs that they do going out there towards black young men and the community to doggone help them boys get their stuff on point. Would it be the same in these arenas for would it be the same for them?
Well, everybody's movement is different. Why is it
Right.
that I
Go.
keep hearing my echo?
I don't know. You want to back out and come right back in? I'll be right here. Go, just back
Yeah,
out
let
and
me
come right back in.
come back in. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. We're joined here, guys. If you're coming on in, please share the video. And if you want to dislike, I know there are some haters in the clouds. Loadkast, if you are out there, know that you are bitch made. And if you want to come on up, you are more than welcome to come up, Loadkast. You already know. You already know. Because like I said, I always wonder. You know what I'm saying? I always wonder what the convo's going the way that they're going. Are we seeing anything that is tangible or solvable for solvable for our people? I want it to be something whereas to if I say something or I do something, or if I go out and say, hey guys, I just set up something to where if Yellow Rose were to go to a temp service or a plasma bank, that literally because I went to talk to the people there, they can set her up with a job. See, that would be more solvable that would be more solid for her to grab onto. But she's like, yo, this can help me get to the next level.
I'm back. So
yes, go ahead.
I still hear my echo, but it's all good.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, but as far as the debate goes, I mean, like I said, you have to first and foremost know how to construct one. But as far as
how do you construct one?
I said it earlier, you have to be able to,
No. Okay. Tell me what are some good places to construct a debate? Where are some good places to construct a debate?
Well, it has to be innate. When you say good places, are you talking about informational places or places just physically?
Okay, let's try places on social media.
I mean, when you say to construct a debate, you would go on a debate channel.
Okay, so you're saying, can any of these places here, can they be debate channels?
If you choose to make your channel a debate channel, yeah.
Okay. Well, does it have to be a debate channel? Or can it just be just a channel that literally,
That's why I said if you choose, it's a choice.
Right. Okay. So, like I said, the Prophet of Thought channel, shout out to TPOT. He literally, his channel, he started doing debates this month. And, and it says inborn or natural. Can somebody just learn it, or does it have to be naturally in them?
I think anybody can learn something, but like I said, you definitely want to have an innate understanding for what it is that you're speaking on. And that's a good question because when you're reading from a book, any type of information that you get from a book, it's mechanical. Everything that's written down is mechanical. There's no common sense that's applied to it, which is the reason why, most people, they'll present some information, but if you ask them a question about what they're presenting, they don't know how to respond because they don't know how to apply what they read to their personal everyday life. So they really don't even understand the information that they're providing. Right. And so when you have rhythm, which is the common sense, you'll be able to, glide through the loopholes within their story and question them and break their information down and then have them stuck.
Okay. All right. Why do you feel that this space hasn't produced any of them type of whimsical people that are innate into that type of caliber, such as you?
Such as me. So you're saying that I'm at what type of caliber?
Well, you say you're at a genius caliber of that. You're pretty much debating, being able to spur the moment, edifying the people with knowledge. Why is it that we have Dr. T.S.on Johnson? He's a very smart, educated man. You had BGS. You had people like MOT. He has come on. Irene Yvette. Irene is very smart. She's like Do you not
so
feel
I mean, I don't know all of the people that this particular space comprises of, but since you have seen me in this space or the space that you're calling this space, so I guess there's, different platforms that you've seen me on, and that's what you're considering in this space, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm just giving you some information.
Right. So to answer your question, do you want me to answer the question, or you want to go ahead?
Go ahead.
So to answer the question, I mean, every space has a different group of people. You just got to find your niche. So I don't know if all of these people are intellectually stimulated. I haven't seen anybody that was intellectually stimulated in this space like that. I just haven't seen that.
Okay.
That's the reason why I wasn't in this space, because it's not really interesting.
Okay. All right. So,
or the space, whatever you call this space. So don't think I'm talking about you, BMT.
No. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just asking the question. I'm just pushing forth the questions of, literally this. Now, you started speaking on, you started going on to speaking on about people are stuck on race. They're stuck on pretty much that of why it's everything about race, why it's everything about gender. Could you explain what level of intellect did you reach that you started, your mind came to that portion, because you wasn't speaking of that type of intellect before. Now, what brought you to that?
Well, race is a very real thing, but I do believe that once you get to a certain level of understanding of it, you evolve naturally. As long as you're living, either you're going to evolve or devolve. And my understanding of race and how it's applied to either oppress a person has changed to a certain extent. Meaning, I'm not as angry as I once was when it comes to race.
Okay.
I'm still passionate, but that anger has been channeled into passion as opposed to hatred or bitterness.
Okay, so you're saying that. Okay, now, Deity,
what's up?
It's gonna be awkward because Sinetta and King Pharaoh, they about blackity black on black on black on black on black on black. Okay, that's their niche. You're speaking different language than that niche.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Explain.
Again, I'm still very for I'm for my race. I'm of the race that I'm for, of the so-called black race.
Okay.
So I'm still very much so for that. What I'm saying is that just because I'm for my race doesn't mean I have to hate another race.
Ooh, okay. Now you gotta be careful now, but that's SY. That's why that's SYSBM. I think they got SYWBM. Save yourself.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
See, I'm educating you on these new movements that they got going on. I know you've been gone, so you've been gone for a while. So I'm just trying to show you. They got different movements of men that are highly educated, that believe that if the lack of resources and education aren't here, then they go elsewhere to re-edify themselves or reteach them. Now I may not say all correctly. You can go ahead and go find or Google the tenet.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And literally, it just, it pretty much, that's their belief. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find out, like,
what you trying to find out?
I'm trying to find out, like, in the mindset of where people are going, because I'm trying to find out in the algorithm of where you're going, because do you feel that that in the hindsight of where you're going, because yes, you can be for your race. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel that you can be for your race and be in love or divest outside of your race? Do you feel that knowledge would be compromised or no? Let me ask you that first.
Now, do you know what the word divest means?
I would like to know. I don't, honestly, I done heard so many versions.
No, you can't divest. If you're talking about as far as a community, which would mean rid oneself of something, you can't divest from your race and be for your race. That makes no sense.
Oh, wait, whoa, wait, hold on. You can't divest. Say that one more time.
You can't remove yourself from your race and before your race. You can't remove yourself of something and be for it.
Huh. Now, that's interesting, Deity. I hear that quite a bit. You know, some people say that they divest for the sanctity of, divest black men, divest black women. I hear that a lot. But however, but also they feel like they are trying to help, help black men or black women, or they're pro-black or pro something. Wait, would that be a contradictory, or or would that be an improvement? I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to.
What you think? If divest means to remove yourself from something, and they're saying that they're trying to help that same something that they're trying to remove themselves from, does that sound like hypocrisy? Or what does that sound like to you?
Well, if you're saying that you're not part of the BS, then would that be wrong to say I'm not part of the BS?
So being a part of your racial group is not BS. If you consider your racial group BS, then that means that you're divesting from it because you want to rid yourself of it, which means that how you feel is in alignment with the definition of the word divest. However, if you're saying that you're trying to divest from your race, but you still want to help your race, then those two don't align. That's hypocrisy. So does that make sense?
Yes, I cannot. Okay. I cannot debate or argue with that. I cannot. Okay, that was actually well played, Deity. I cannot. Okay, I can't. I can't argue. I don't got no point. Like, I'm not right. I was like, that makes so much sense.
You so stupid.
Okay, so, all right, so okay. Do you think that some of the talking points and some of the what made you change your mind or your ideology? Because you had a certain doctrine that you rode with back then. Listen, we need to be over here. Other people need to be over there. I mean, you were banging hard. Now you're like, no, listen, that doesn't work. What made your what transcended you to that tier of logic? What transcended you?
Well, in reality, in a perfect world, it would be right for us as so-called black people to be separated from so-called white people.
Right.
That's in a perfect world. And that would be the natural thing to do. However, because we're not in a perfect world, you do have to live harmoniously. And you have to live amongst people that are not of your race. You have to, so that's just what it is. And so when you understand what it is that you're dealing with, you know how to move around it. When you understand that every so-called black person is not necessarily for blackness, you realize that you need to be focused more so on yourself than the next person, around you. When you realize that some people bring problems on themselves and will bring problems to you of your own race, then that's when you realize that, okay, I can still love being black, but that doesn't mean that I have to depend on other black people, because that type of stuff will actually turn a black person away from even wanting to be pro-black, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a person of light, you can't be around darkness. You have to, refrain from negative situations so that you can maintain whatever it is, whatever light you do have in you.
Okay.
And so when you understand that you still have your passion, but you just know how to align it properly.
Okay.
It's black people out here that would get you killed for white people, for being for blackness. It's black people that would set you up for being for blackness because they don't like it, or because they coons or they sell out or whatever it is that they do. You know what I'm saying? And so when you speak that, you have to be mindful. I have to be mindful that I still live in a system of white supremacy. These black people, just because their skin looks one way or they look to be of the same nation as me, does not mean that they have the same mindset as me.
Okay.
So you just, you learn and grow as you go.
Have your political views and how we should move around other races changed, or should we keep it amongst ourselves, the resources and the power building. Because to me, I'm like, listen, man, I'm all for us trying to get into political levels of, school board. Like, I feel like, us as black people, we should be debating and arguing to fight to get into like zoning, political, like the auditors and stuff. Like saying small bands of government. Like, we should be debating and arguing like, yo, man, we need proper representation in that. I don't mind debating and arguing to fight to get into that.
Absolutely.
Why do you feel that those are not the debates that are happening? Why do you feel like those aren't okay?
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, why is those not the banners of what's being pressured and put out there? Why is that not really being more so pushed out? Because I'm seeing those who talk like that, they're not really too much inside, as you say, and you got a point on there. They're not in these spaces.
Right.
They kind of just leave out. Like, they're like, okay, I'm not seeing nothing happening, so I'm just gonna bounce. So what's your thought to that? Why are they not in these spaces coming around here?
Well, I mean, again, every space has a different demographic of people with different personalities or whatever. You got your emos, you got your nerds, you got your pro-black people, you have your Egyptologists, you have your your genius type intellectuals that'll talk about anything. So I don't think in this particular space that these people are necessarily for blackness. Now, you may have some to a certain extent, but I think that for a lot of these people that come to this particular sector, I guess the sector that you've seen me in, right? Is that what you're okay? That come in that particular sector, they're just looking, to kick the shit. They're not really thinking about race, and that might be draining to some of those people. That might drain their energy. You know what I'm saying?
It do see for me, but I had somebody, they were upset about when you came on yesterday, and I'm like, okay, the person came on, they said they apologized and they moved on. I'm like, if y'all looking for the white man, every white man to apologize for slavery and every other goddamn thing, you might as well go ahead and kill yourself, because that's just not going to happen. That is immaculately impossible. Right. Me saying out loud, people will be like, oh, well, he'll sell out to the race. And I'm like, listen, dude, you're not going to get, you have a better chance of going for economic power and putting yourself in a position to where you can demand things versus you keep asking for respect. Does that make any sense or no?
Well, yeah, I've always said stuff like that.
Yes. You see, that's the Deity. I was like, whoa, this woman is very demanding. But is it wrong to demand or no? Is it wrong to demand? Should blacks be up there in Carnegie Hall demanding stuff, or are we just very shy and bashful people?
I think that's based on the individual, but as a collective, I think that black people don't demand anything. Black people are just happy when they get a little bit of something and they don't want to risk losing it. So they just stay quiet and stay in a place, whatever that may be, for the most part. For the most part. And then you got a few people that are, be ready to demand something, but most black people are not on that.
Okay.
The majority, I'll say.
Okay. So how do we get the debaters and those type of, because I'm getting tired of hearing the same old babble. I want to hear some people that literally can, rev up the dogs of war and say, okay, guys, we need this. Stop talking about this. Stop going over this. This is the stuff that we need to push for. Now, maybe I'm not the one to do that. I have, like I said, I'm tired, Deity. You're more younger and more zealous. I'm a retired veteran. I done fought the good fight. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be where I want it to be where y'all get to say what y'all want. I feel like, yes, we are in a point now where we got to literally debate and fight. And like I've been going to different other channels that are not black and literally talking and debating about reparations. And I've debated about different programs that are functional for blacks. Is that smart or is that a waste of time? I want to know from you.
It depends on how you feel about it. Do you think it's a waste of time?
Good. No,
okay, well then, right. Your that's your answer.
Now, now the question I want to ask is why aren't we seeing other people go forth and do the same? Like you gotta understand, if we're trying to make warriors, and we're trying to make the future next generation of takers, or are we making the next future generation of beggars?
Like I said, BMT, every person is not going to be on that. So if they're not on that, then you just keep it moving from them. But there are people that's on that. And like I said, for me to go back to the whole debate thing, if you're talking about debating intellectualism and politics and so forth, you have to be somebody who is genuinely passionate about what it is that you're saying. Otherwise, the debate is going to be boring. It's going to be flat. People are going to vote more so for who they like as opposed to who's providing the information, because the people that are listening are not on that wavelength. They're not on that vibration. They're low vibrational people. Their frequency is low as a motherfucker.
Now, okay.
So they're not going to be on that type of time.
Yes, ma'am. What makes you passionate? What makes you passionate about what you say?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest with you, BMT. Like, I don't know. It's just I didn't go to it. It came to me.
You don't know why you don't. Okay.
No, I'm an indigo person. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm an indigo person. So, I feel a lot of things internally, innately, but I don't know. It just came to me. Maybe it's, some past generational bloodline type of thing. I don't know.
Okay.
I sometimes wonder myself, how did I get the knowledge that I get or the information that I get when I've never experienced certain things, but they align up so well with what's going on or with what happened in the past? Or why do I feel so passionate about certain things that may not necessarily affect me currently, but may have affected my ancestors? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, some people got it, some people don't.
Do you feel that the men in your age category are passionate as you that are?
I don't feel like a lot of black men are passionate, period. A lot of them are not. A lot of black men have been broken and they raised by women that ain't shit. So they act like these women that ain't shit and they talk just like them.
Okay. You say okay, so let me get it straight. So you're saying that a lot of the black men, because they are raised by women, they not as passionate, or what?
A lot of them are effeminate. They're not in touch with their masculinity. So when they come across a person like me, they consider that to be masculine because they're not in their ultimate masculine position. Let me explain something to you, BMT. Let me break some shit down, okay?
Oh, go ahead.
The black man is not a man in a white man system. You can't be a man up under another man's rule. That's just what it is. So you are automatically placed in the place of a bitch, of a female, right? Huh. So then you have this system that's able to put your woman, they're able to dictate how the black woman and how the black man survives in this system. And the white man places the black woman over the black man, providing her with jobs and resources that should essentially be given to men. But if you're looking for another man to provide you with resources, he can easily starve you out. You know what I mean? Right, so okay. You're not a man in a system that somebody else, that another man controls. That's okay. One. So you first and foremost have to understand that the system is not real. It is not real. They get everything that they have from a natural resource, which is the land, to the so-called black man and woman. This is our shit. This is our land. So they should be paying us rent. So when you understand how this whole thing works, when you're really in tune with yourself, you don't worry about money. It comes to you. Like a black man is not going to sit here and be talking about bragging about or stressing about money with a slave owner's face on it or an oppressor's face on it.
Okay. Now, Deity. Now, I'm asking you there. the stuff now, the things that you're saying now, when it comes now, are you saying that literally? Now, what about the black woman? Don't the black woman be using the white man and be begging off of his crumbs?
Yeah, but you're talking about a man. So now a man is supposed a woman is only as strong as her man. If her man ain't shit, then what do you expect for her to do? Carry them niggas on her back?
Okay. Now
like
no. Okay, I'm trying to figure out.
If the black man depending on the white man and he ain't got shit, what you expect the black woman to do? She got to go to that same white man.
There's no lies in that.
So who the fuck is who is a man?
Okay, so question.
Or who is the man? Put it like that. Go ahead.
All right. So in asking that, so I'm trying to find out from you. Are these women choosing these weak men, or is it vice versa? The men are not in control of the women that they have before them.
Water seeps at its own level, so you're gonna attract what you are. You're gonna deal with what you are.
So so water seeps at its own level. You're gonna deal with So, are we strung out by a lack of resources? Like
it's a lack of self-knowledge.
Okay, explain to me, please, if you don't mind.
Like when you don't know yourself, you don't know how to move. You don't know how to move around your enemies. You don't know how to move in a system that's designed to oppress you. You don't know how to move. It's either you become the oppressor of the oppressed, or trying to be like, or you fall victim to it in a destitute way where you don't have shit and you're constantly begging.
Okay. Now, in that sense, I'm trying to ask that if there's a lack of men in the home or in the space, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lack of men in the home and the space. And the women are getting the resources predominantly. Mm-hmm. Why aren't the women educating the boys like a Moses kind of thing?
Because a woman can't raise a man.
Okay.
I mean, she can't make a man a man. She can raise him as far as, from a baby to a boy or whatever, but she can't teach him how to be a man.
Okay. All right. What so here's the thing. All right. So we have it where as to do the women recognize that they're being used by this certain type of system?
Do black women recognize that?
Yes.
No, because black women got it easier than the black man. Like, if the man isn't a warrior, do you think the woman is? Most of these women thinking about getting a weave sewn in and going to the Chinese people that don't like them to get their nails done. These women ain't thinking about nothing that's substantial for their future generations. That's not, their men aren't thinking like that. So how would you expect for them to be able to hold that on their own?
Okay. And I'm trying to figure out, you came out to be an educated woman and you see the system
for what it is.
Why aren't other women seeing that? How are you able to see it, not the other women?
Well, just to kind of rewind, I mean, like I said, I don't know why it came to me. I didn't go to it. I don't know why I'm not blinded or why I'm not affected with self-hate. I don't know.
Okay. So you're not affected with self-hate. You're not affected with self-hate.
In regards to my race.
In regards to your race. Mm-hmm. Now, do you feel that, hey, you being able to accept to, deal with the white man and pretty much, hey, I'm just a woman, I can only rise as high as my man rises. Do you feel that that's a little bit different? Like, why are you telling other younger women to follow suit or no? Like, stay, build with that black man. What's the conversation that's going on with the young women?
Well, all black men are not broken. So, okay. I mean, there are some warrior-minded black men. So deal with them. If you're a warrior-minded black woman, you're not going to deal with no weak black man, period. Like, you're not even going to be attracted to that.
Okay.
You know.
Right now, young Pharaoh.
Shouts out to the king.
Okay, young Pharaoh. Okay, he was raised in a single parent household.
Mm-hmm.
How did he find this warrior spirit that you speak of?
Well, you would have to ask him, but my assumption, which is not really good to do, but my assumption would be the same thing with me. Is it came to him? We didn't go to it.
It came to y'all. Okay,
Right.
all right, I'm trying to say, what from you dealing with young Pharaoh,
Mm-hmm.
what message that he is conveying to the women on how they need to move with the black men. What is this message?
I mean, you would have to look at his channel because I don't want to misconstrue his message respectfully. All I know is that young Pharaoh is for his race.
Okay, he's for his race.
Right.
He what I'm just saying, what did you feel like you were getting? You know, what was the lesson that you felt like you were getting from young Pharaoh?
What I interpreted from what he was saying is
Yes.
He has knowledge of self as a so-called black man. He has knowledge of the so-called black woman. He loves and respects his blackness, and he knows how to move in a system that is not for his blackness.
Do you okay? Does a man or a woman have to be pro-black to have that ideology, or can they just be, hey, you know what, I'm just me, I'm just,
and I want to clear something up because I don't want people to get things twisted. I don't deal with young Pharaoh. There was a correspondence, but I don't deal with young Pharaoh on a personal level like that.
Now, Deity, how did he discover you? How did he discover you?
Well, I don't want to say too much on that. I just know that he called. Okay. He was like, you're a gatekeeper.
God dang, you became a gatekeeper? Okay.
I mean, based on the information that I was presenting,
okay.
There was a connection of understanding. And so he was like, you're a gatekeeper.
Okay. Do you feel that that certain groups of men and women are holding on to stuff rather than moving forward, or what's the deal?
Black men and women?
Yes. Or are you gonna say black men, or are you gonna say black women? Who's holding on to stuff, or is it both?
It's both, because they both went through the same thing. But what's the question again?
Do you feel that black people are holding on to stuff they should just be letting go and moving forward?
Holding on to stuff as far as what?
Colorism, racial issues. Let's see what else going on. The 1950s, conservatism, non-conservatism, pretty much feminism. Do you feel like we're colluding with a lot of stuff that is pretty much setting us back, or no?
As far as letting stuff go, I do believe that now when you say collude, that means that you're cooperating. So I think you're cooperating with something secretly. So I think you may have used that word wrong. I don't know.
No. I'm using it correctly, because literally
colluding, like cooperating, because that means cooperating in secret.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But anyway, but as far as to answer your question though, BMT, do I think that black people need to let some things go? To say that they need to let some things go might be harsh, but I do think once one gets an understanding of self and gets knowledge of, once you understand self, you get an understanding of everything around you and everything that was meant and designed to oppress you. And once you have an understanding of that, it won't bother you.
Okay.
Now, I mean, I don't see how some of these women sit on here and talk about colorism all day. That to me is crazy. Okay. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is no disrespect to the black women that go through these issues, but if a black man asks you about colorism and you sit there and you spill your guts out to this man, I honestly, unless it's like a talk show that's specifically designed for that, I guess, but to me that just sounds crazy. Well, that sounds crazy to me. It's nothing wrong with expressing your experiences, but to keep harping on something that was designed to make you hate you, to me, that's crazy, because it still shows that you may be suffering with something, and if you feel like you have to talk about it, that's fine. But to me, that just, it's like, why even feed into somebody's entertainment? And that's what I see a lot of Black women do. They feed into some people's entertainment about their struggle.
Okay. Now, okay. We looked into, there are a lot of social programs made for women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you feel that that is a hard thing to compete against for the Black man? Like, I don't think, like, ain't no Black man can make no social. I mean, do you think that we can make our own type of entity of programs in this day and age?
Well,
To honor- Go ahead.
my question to you would be, what's holding them back? And then when you realize what's holding you back, then why would you compare yourself to a woman? And especially a woman of your race.
Well, okay.
That makes you know more than a female than her.
Explain. So you're saying that I shouldn't compare my stuff, my struggle of stuff with my counterpart of my woman.
You broke up.
Okay. So let me explain like this. If you're my woman, right, we're supposed to be sitting at the same table working together.
Okay.
But we're supposed to. Your culture, nobody's culture can rise without the other gender's counterpart. No other culture can do that. Okay. So when we're hearing, like, Ice Cube did a talk with Vivica, about pretty much on, listen, that what are we getting out this contract for America? But he was like, but Ice Cube was confused. He was like, wait, why are you saying what are women getting out of it? This is supposed to be about what Black people are getting out of it. Like, why did you just make it about a gender? Why not about a people? Do you think that was a stupid argument to bring up for him to ask, what are just women getting out of it, rather than saying what are Black people getting out of it?
To answer that question specifically, yes, it was stupid.
Okay. That is something that I worry about. Because there was a good group of women that were grilling Ice Cube about that. And he didn't say Black man contract, Black women contract. He said Black America contract. In other words, it was a contract for Black America. But it came up about, women. They asked about what are the women getting? Why do we do this gender sectionalizing of each of each other? Why is that? Why are we still playing that game?
Because Black women who have that mindset knows that there's no Black America without the white man, unless you're going to create your own system. I mean, it's simple. If you're not going to create your own system, to talk about a Black America in somebody else's system is like, okay, whatever. So what's in it for me? Okay, so that's how she was thinking.
Okay. Oh shit, dude, that's some pretty deep stuff. So let me get at this. And I mean, like I said, I did that. 14 likes, 3 dislikes. Hey, I think I'm doing pretty good. RBR, don't orange me. I will time you the hell out. Don't orange me. Okay. Like I said, so trying to make a system inside of another group system, that's crazy. You can't do that. Why? So do you think Black people, we should learn how to operate in this system, or are we just trying to reinvent a wheel of something that we're already in?
I mean, the common sense thing would be to learn to operate within the system that you're currently in, because you're living in it, and ain't nothing going to change anytime soon. So that would be the common sense thing for the current circumstance.
Okay, then. Okay, so in that comment, why would the women say that y'all less of men, being that we operate or we're born into the same system?
BMT, you better ask me some goddamn smart questions.
I'm just saying.
You better
like,
ask me some
come
intellectually
on, man.
stimulated questions.
You can't. Come on, man.
No, but go ahead.
Okay. 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 All right. Listen.
Go ahead.
You are my woman, and I'm your man.
Okay.
We are both born into this system. I didn't make the system. I was born into the system. I was given a social security number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But then you say one day, I'm tired of us always answering to that white man.
Okay.
Okay. This is a constant rhetorical thing that keeps coming up.
Well, then you're gonna have to go to somebody of the opposite sex who's also tired of answering to the white man. I mean, if you feel that you're not getting anywhere with a particular person or a particular group, like you said earlier, you remove yourself from that environment.
Okay. So
or that person.
All right, now let's flip it. We're hearing black men say that they're tired of dealing with black women, and black women are saying that they're tired of dealing with black men. Do you think that either group is going to have a chance of survival, or literally, hey, we're going to have to just build outside of this system? Do you think that they're going to be able to pull that off?
Do I think that they have a chance of survival as far as what? Building. Surviving in the workforce, surviving, literally surviving, like what?
Pretty much, you know what? I'm going to okay, so we have it where some of our people will get into another group or system. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll move into the hills, the Beverly Hills, let's say, like for there, and they'll be like, "I've made it."
Okay.
Did they really make it, or did they just become complacent under another ecosystem? Do you think that's what's going on?
In comparison to a black person that's on a street corner, they made it.
Ooh, okay. I can't buck against you on that, because I felt like that, like, you know what I'm saying, when I started getting my bread and my coin and I started moving into different communities and started a different type of walk of life, I did feel like, honestly, I felt, Deity, I felt like I made it. Like, you know what? I knew something was different when I was taking out the track. I just bought my first 55-inch flat screen TV. And I was pushing out the box, and I said, man, I should have ripped up this box before I came outside. You know how you say you can't have that kind of box outside in a black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The neighbor ran out there to go help me with the trash. Now, he didn't have to do that. And I'm not saying glory to the white man, but he said, oh, man, that's a good TV, man. You know how to, you can hook it up to your smart stuff around the house. And I'm like, I didn't know that. He said, yeah, I can show you how to do that. Now, in my mind, I'm like, damn, this dude's scooping me out.
And he was.
Now he probably was, Deity. Now, here's the thing about it. Do you think that some of us get a taste of the white man's Kool-Aid, and we're like, fuck the black man's Kool-Aid? Like, I'm sticking with white America.
Well, it's two reasons. It's two reasons why that happened.
Okay, go ahead. Why?
Well, it's a few reasons. I'll say possibly three. If I don't mention a third one, that's because I couldn't think of it. So the first reason why that happens is because you're brainwashed into believing that anything that's associated with your race is less. So you feel like if you deal with the white man and so forth, that you're moving up, right? Then you have a group of people that have been mistreated by their people, and they say, fuck these niggas, and they go where they're getting support.
There's a lot of that.
And so that has absolutely nothing to do with self-hate. That just has everything to do with frustration. Now, in the midst of their frustration, keep in mind, they're not thinking rationally, because if you were thinking rationally, you wouldn't go to another snake. You know what I'm saying? I would rather deal with a snake that I could see versus one that I can't. But if they feel as though they're getting help over there, then they'll go and take that help from there.
Now, hold on, Deity. Now, hold on. Now, let me get now. I'm trying to figure out what that. I'm trying to figure out. You're teaching. I'm trying to understand this teaching. So,
look, you got a lot of cool, huh?
Now, hang on. Now, you have it where some blacks, you know what I'm saying, they're like, listen, man, I'm tired of getting raw. I'm tired of getting treated like shit. I'm tired of having to have to deal with stuff like I work hard just like the next man. I'm tired of getting disrespected by my own people, but they get openly accepted by other people. Now
I just said that.
Okay, now I was that loser ass nigga that watched anime and play Yu-Gi-Oh and all that shit. Shout out to my anime lovers. You know what I'm saying? The minute now I couldn't do that around no black people. You know what I'm saying? The minute you start pulling out some goddamn anime or some Dragon Ball Z around them, you were gay. You were gay. Now around white people, they're like, "Oh, cool, dude. You want to come over my house?" Like, I think that do you feel that we run off our own people?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
but that's the reason I didn't say all though. That's not everybody. So you can't, like I said, you can't generalize a racial group based off of a few people that you dealt with, especially not your own. But go ahead.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
No, you can't hear me?
Nah.
Okay, hang on. Let me fix that.
Now go ahead.
I was say, how did you just reply to me and you just? Okay.
I said no because if you kept talking, I probably wouldn't have been able to hear you. But go ahead.
Okay, so somebody says this, Deity.
I'm not answering that bullshit. Listen, that shit is crazy. That motherfucker there is schizophrenic. I'm not.
We know. See that's in the black community. See that's one of our supposed intellectual elders for the black community. That's one of our elders.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. He wears an aluminum foil hat. He praises Obama, and he literally, goes to sleep, making his wife and him kiss that poster of Obama and talk about him as the next coming.
Now, how did we get on black people and black men and women? Because I don't give a fuck. That shit is crazy to me. That
now, Didi.
But we were talking about it. But go ahead.
Now, listen. The source of a lot of our debates are they not going to be circulated around? What are the majority of debates should be geared toward? If we're asking, if you don't mind me asking, what are a good portion of debates should be geared toward?
It depends. It depends on what it is that you want to talk about. But I mean, personally,
what do you like to talk about?
I think personally, to talk about men and women, black men and women is crazy.
Okay, why?
Like as far as it's like as though they're separate people, that's crazy.
Okay. So you say, okay, so in the mindset of what's going on, now for a minute, women feel like they have been unequally wronged throughout society, and that's a
white woman's problem.
That's a white woman's problem. That's not a black woman's problem.
No. Because the black woman has been given more than the black man. So I'm not listen, I know that a lot of people in this particular sector, they think like white people. They don't have a black consciousness. They're far removed from their blackness. There is a lot of coons in this space. It is what it is. They're either coons or they baby boys. So male or female. So I don't, that's not the feminism and all that crazy weird ass homosexual shit is not the black woman's problem. That's the white woman's problem, because her man is usually, they were out there fucking each other in Rome and Greece and kicked her ass outside of the motherfucking, kicked her ass outside of the environment until they wanted to procreate with her. And she had to go and lick pussy with the other white bitch.
I've seen that video.
Right.
Okay. So in that retrospect, do you think that we're not debating or fighting for the stuff that we should be focused on, like school choice, pretty much getting power and money lifted around? Shouldn't we be pushing for stuff like right now?
Well, a debate is not a fight.
It's not. What is the debate?
Right.
What is the debate, if you don't mind me asking?
A debate is two people that present their information.
Okay. Two people that present their information.
It's a pretty much a formal discussion. It's not a fight.
Okay, I would agree with you on that. I can agree with you on that. I just looked it up. They're pretty much showcasing two sides of a discussion. It's not
And
really.
again, I mean, when you talk about this fight thing, right? You would have to work on yourself. If you're not, everybody is not pro-black. Like that everybody is not on that, and that's fine. I mean, that's their business. That's not something that you should strive for everybody to be on. That's because that's not everybody's thing.
Now, okay, so let me make sure I showcase the debate. A formal discussion on a particular topic in a public meeting or legislative assembly in which opposing arguments are put forward. Last night debate on the education bill. And so we're going to be having opposing differences that we're trying to stuff. Burb, argue about, especially in a formal manner.
A lot of black males in the YouTube space or outside of the YouTube space, they usually debate their ethnicity or nationality and genetics. So it's usually like, where do you come from? You have the Egyptologists, you have the Pan-Africans, you have, the Israelites and so forth, the Moors. And so that's really what like they usually debate. But a lot of those individuals are intellectual enough to hold conversation regarding what they eat, how you should eat as a person that comes from that specific genetic, and so forth. So to debate schools and supplies, I don't think that, why would you debate that?
Well, see, one of the biggest things that we a debate. See, I know you've been out of this space for a while. One interesting debate would be on school choice. That has been something that's been going on. I can also give a shit about anybody's origin of goddamn. They think they came out of a goddamn tree or that they fell from germs.
That's usually what they debate about.
Right. So I'm looking at, okay, why are we not talking about like debating for school choice? Like literally.
Why would you debate about something that's supposed to be productive for your community? If somebody is opposing something productive for your racial group, then you shouldn't even be talking to that person, period. And again, that's why I say it's strange to me because some of these people just hold conversations because they ain't got nothing else to do. So if that's not a debate, that's a person that's bored. A debate is when both of you have a structured argument about something that neither of you know about, essentially.
Well, okay,
however, neither of you have true concrete evidence, but you found some information and sources that you feel makes whatever it is that you believe in factual, and then you present that and you debate that. However, to say that if a person needs something to drink because they're thirsty, that there should be no debate about that.
Okay, so hold on. So let me get it straight. Let me try to figure this out. You're telling me that literally two political people come up and say, hey, we're having a political debate from both parties. Wouldn't they be arguing on stuff that they are structurally, like, I don't know, like, proposing for, like a Democrat arguing for the Democratic
But you were
Party?
talking about black people debating about schools and positive things for their race.
Right. Okay, so
that would be a person who's a coon versus a non-coon, and why would you hold the conversation with a person who's not for your race? At that point, the conversation should be over.
So let me showcase an interesting topic that literally some black people will argue about.
Okay.
Should we put affordable housing in an area where us that pay for our housing, I pay for my house, I literally busting my behind to be here. Why should I have people who are getting affordable housing from the government? Why should I have them live amongst me? See, that would be a debate at the town hall whether that housing should be put there or not, because literally that's something that is going to affect. Now, the people there in that area, they're going to be like, well, why should we not be allowed to live here? We have just as much right as you. We want the same access as you. That's only fair.
Okay.
That would be a fair debate to argue.
But that's not a racial thing, is it? That's not racial. That's a classist thing.
See, that's the thing. I get you what you're saying about the class. But see, I think one of the biggest things that black people speak on or debate on is class. It's a class system.
Okay.
Okay, that's That's always been one of the biggest.
There's going to be a class system, even if everything was all black.
That is true. I think there's always been a class system, like the Frederick Douglasses and the E.D. Du Boises. There's always been a class system, with blacks. I just think that, huh?
That's with any race, but that has nothing to do with race. What you were talking about was debating things in regards to the embetterment of a race. My thing is if there's a black person that is going against anything that's to better their race, then at that point, why would you continue the debate? That's not a debate. That's not. So I don't know what y'all call debates over here. That's not a debate.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
No. Go ahead and say what you got. I'm just saying. Okay.
Go ahead.
No. Okay. So one of the biggest things that we're seeing going on is the high value man versus the high value woman. Have you? I'm not sure if you wasn't around for the high value apocalypse that had happened, but we're finding out that there is a certain group or caste system of men that are a particular refinery, and they have a certain type of level of structure.
Okay.
Whereas they probably do stuff like tech, or they have certain jobs, or they have a certain type of lifestyle. Versus the men that they say, well, you can't be of value because you probably have a rap sheet, but you only work at a barbershop, or you mess with this type of woman. So because you spend money on women that live vicariously loose, you can't be of a certain type of value system.
Okay.
Those are stuff that literally have been going on. The sexualization of women. Women say, hey, I can be a woman and live, have sex with whatever man and still have a value. Some women said, no, you cannot. You cannot be sexually out there and having whoever you want to be with. Men probably will say, nah, you're not a value. You're some loose cannon floozy that shakes her booty. That's been debates. Can a woman be sexually active while or literally she's not of value? I mean, I know you're probably saying like these can't be debates, but I'm just saying you'll be surprised. These have been the debates literally here. The high value man, the high value woman, is having sex with my man. Does that destroy my chances of having a high value lifestyle? Like these have been conversations of the black home. Should a black man be a stepfather? Now, I understand for you, you might say, I don't see you probably might say, well, I don't see a problem with a man being a stepfather. I don't know. To me, I just see it as, okay, that's a guy who just is like, hey, I like this woman, I like her kid. I don't mind being that guy in her life and in that child's life. Other men might say, no, we need to leave them type of kids alone. Now we gotta, I'm not sure if that's a big deal in other races, being a stepfather, but that seems to be something in these spaces that black men should be tired of being a cleanup man. I don't know any other group that calls their men the cleanup men, but it's called here. It's definitely called here that men are the cleanup men. Do you feel those are wasted debates? Or those debates have a specific meaning that is just now being voiced or coming out loud?
BMT, don't be asking no white boy ass questions. No,
okay. So
what's the question? I'm just like, what's the question?
Okay. So okay. All right, let me give you.
Rephrase the question.
I'll give you a good one.
Go ahead.
One of the things that men are starting to act
black people, okay?
Huh?
Let's talk like black people. Don't talk like a watered down black person to me. That damn it.
Okay.
Let's get black right now. Okay, go ahead.
Black men in this space would like to push for financial abortion. Okay, I'm not sure if you know what financial abortion is. Abortion.
It's common sense. Go ahead.
Okay, so you already figured it out. So they feel that should be a right, that men should have the right to choose whether they want to abort being with the child and the woman. If they have the money, give her the cash, and they should be able to walk away.
Okay.
Now, do you feel that is a? Do you feel like some of these debates can possibly equal the playing field for our people, or literally they will never get anywhere but these spaces? But I know. Go ahead.
Go ahead, because you go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just saying, like, I want to know, because you're a smart person. I want to know, do you feel that these debates are going to get anywhere?
Get anywhere as far as political,
probably like politically.
No, I mean, if you're debating another person that's just talking just to be talking, where do you expect for it to go? Now, if you're trying to debate somebody that can, make that change, then you might be able to influence them to change their mind. But if you're just debating another random on YouTube, then where do you expect for that to go? Now, as far as, do I think that it's a topic that should be debated? My thing is this: if anybody can bring an intellectually sound conversation or intellectual sound conversation, regardless of what it is that you're talking about, unless it's not something crazy, and I don't do the coon shit. But if you can present a sound argument, then I think that anybody should be able to debate that. It's just certain things I personally wouldn't even entertain. I wouldn't entertain no coon shit. I wouldn't entertain no rape, murder, or things of that nature. But I mean, as far as what other people want to debate, if that's what they want to do, they could do it. But I mean, if the information is there and you can present it, then go ahead. I'm the type of person, I can argue two sides of a debate. I can argue a white supremacist talking point, and the coons, they'll love it and they'll eat it up. Now, I might not have any passion, but I'm able to see things from other perspectives. That's what a good debater does. So if you can provide information, then go right ahead.
Okay, okay. What is some of the sources to which you get your information, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what are some good sources? Like, I mean, do you read them? Do you just, how are you getting your information?
Well, like I said earlier, some of it is innate. So it's just naturally there. Like, you have to have a passion for it, or it's just something that's genetically encoded in you, and these things. And then you go and expound on your knowledge by reading books, by using primary data sources or secondary data sources. And then from there, you cut a bitch down with your knowledge.
Okay. All right. So you study up, or you naturally have it like that, and you just cut a bitch down.
With your knowledge. Go ahead. You got to say it all. God damn it.
God damn it! Like, shit, you write a whole testimonial background and shit. Okay. I want to understand. I want to understand this. Do you feel that some women have been learning from your debate? You feel like young women are learning from your debates, or no?
I don't know, women, young or old. I don't know. I don't know their age, but I know that some men have learned from me, because I've heard some men use some of my talking points. I've heard men say some of the same things that I say. I've heard men act in some of the ways in which I act. Let me explain something to you. Like, women don't really debate. That's not really a woman's sport. Not to say that a woman can't do it, but it's not really a female sport. So, because usually as a woman, if you get agitated or you get flustered, they usually like say fuck it and they fall out the game. As a man, if he gets agitated or flustered, he'll switch the conversation in hopes that his opponent doesn't know that he just switched the conversation and didn't answer the question. So I don't know if women pay much attention to that, but I know I've seen a lot of guys jump on my shit.
Okay. So, Deity, we've been talking for an hour, 19 minutes. Are you ready to talk to anybody else?
Sure, if they want to say something. I mean, it is what it is. They better not ask me no crazy ass questions.
Okay, what question do you want?
Just go ahead and bring them up, and I'll let them know.
Okay. I haven't even got to eat my SpaghettiOs. The cold and shit. My baby made me some SpaghettiOs. and she's looking at me crazy like, nigga, I made you SpaghettiOs. Like I heated them up.
You asked me these white boy ass questions. Okay.
Well, see, you're trained, Deity.
White chocolate covered raisin brand, off brand questions. But I get it. It's all good.
Deity, you are trained. You are trained. So you can answer these color coded questions. Me,
no, I am not trained. I am very I'm tamed and I'm calm, but I can.
How are you tamed? How are you tamed?
I'm very tamed and calm, but don't get it twisted.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted.
Okay. So do you ever see yourself in the future starting up your own alumni YouTube channel to teach people how to properly debate, how to speak on certain stuff? Do you ever see that happening?
No. I mean, to properly debate, no. And I don't really see myself creating a YouTube channel anytime soon either. But yeah, no, I really don't. I don't see that.
Okay. Why? Okay, so another thing I'm trying to understand.
What's up?
Do you see yourself? Do you see that? Okay. Why? I mean, the pro-black sector is pretty prominent and pretty good for women. Why leave from that black, black, black. I mean, I'm not pro-black. I'm not sure people. I know if people don't know that BMT has never been on that pro-black shit. Now I am for black business. I am for empowerment and shit. That's me. But I ain't never been on that pro-black shit. Y'all, I don't know. I just seen too much hypocrisy throughout my days and shit. I'm tired. Right. I'm tired.
So you got burnt out? Is that what it is?
Nigga, listen, I'm burnt out like a cigarette bud in a cold, rainy day. Like, you can't even light me up anymore. I don't give a shit. I've had the best preachers and all of them.
So you let the coons burn your light out. Is that what it is?
No, it ain't the coon burn my light out. The coon definitely didn't burn my light out. Listen, if anything, I threw my own cigarette butt in the trash can and went my own way. Like, I'm like this. Listen, if you want to fix your shit, fix it yourself. Like, that's me. When I saw, like I said, I originally started my channel to help black people on certain stuff, LLCs, businesses, marketing, property. I've taken people down there to go get jobs at Boeing, different other stuff. You know what I'm saying? People be like, okay, show me. Okay, do this for me. Okay, it's like no matter what you do, it's never enough. It's never enough. And so I'm like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't nobody. You damn sure ain't paying my gas.
But what made you pick this topic then? Why did you pick this particular topic to talk about tonight?
Okay, so one of the things about it was a dude felt a certain type of way because I had you on the panel.
Oh my God. Okay.
Now this dude, let me make sure I show you his channel. You know what I'm saying? I will throw the shade. I don't give a fuck.
Because I was like, okay, so BMT want to talk. Okay, what's up? All right. So you wanted to discuss black YouTube debates and debaters would rather focus on negative. But what in particular?
I won't be doing a certain call out. So this nigga right here, Loadkast, this punk ass wanted to call my name on the panel. Now here, black men, we're talking about politics.
All right.
And how we stop focusing about that damn woman, focus on our own goddamn politics. Now, he is more concerned about, who allowed her on that panel to say that bullshit. And I'm like, well, hold up, nigga. You ain't even get over 300. And you coming to me telling me what the fuck I should be. See, I said this, and I said, why is it always a black man worrying about pussy that's not his, worrying about a woman, worrying about all this other babble shit? But we talking about black politics. We're talking about economics. And I realized that it's dumb niggas like this that literally only thing they can do is worry about the next man and his shit rather than worry about getting their own shit together.
So he must have really made you feel some type of way.
Listen, don't worry. I'll give him that smoke. I'll give him that smoke later on. Now, RBR, I'm bring out. Lord have mercy, boy. You gonna hear some.
Oh, you bring this dumbass up here, man. The dumbass right here.
I knew my RBR is our crazy uncle. Welcome.
Yeah, he's the crazy uncle, man.
Like, oh my God. Here we go.
It's your crazy uncle.
Yo. Hold up. Don't BMT. You gotta have some sense now. Like,
yes. Okay. Now you guys,
you gotta have people that ain't got none. So go ahead.
Okay, so you guys, Deity would like to ask us about questions.
I don't have no question. You said these people wanted to come up here to ask me questions.
Okay. Is there any questions y'all would like to ask Deity and find out from this young Black woman?
Do you have a problem with? Do you have a problem with interracial dating?
What do you mean a problem?
Do you have a problem?
Expound on what you mean a problem, and a problem with what in regards to it.
Do you think Black men should stick with Black women? Or Black women should you think everybody should stay in that race? I just got a question for you with that.
The first thing I do want to say is that you might want to calm down when you asking these questions and don't get emotional.
I was not even yelling at you. See, you are.
No, you came with some aggression in your voice.
I did not come with no aggression. I asked you a damn question.
That's how you talk.
Oh no,
That's how he talks. That's how he talks.
I just like your question. I said it now. I just like the question. I said it very low because I'm usually aggressive. I'm a very aggressive person.
Yeah.
I got a strong personality.
There's a time and place for everything. Okay, but that's cool.
Okay. It's a question I just asked you. I just want to know. I have an open panel on my channel. I just want to know. That's all. Shit. I wouldn't come at you sideways.
He has a beautiful wife named Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
And Deity, do you want to answer that question?
Yeah. So as far as interracial dating goes, I think that if there's self-hate that is combined in the person's mindset, along with them wanting to date outside of their race, then absolutely there's something wrong with that person. That person has a mental illness.
No. But if you love the person, I teach my kids, you date.
Right, I answered your question. I said if there's self-hate along with it. Did you miss that part?
Oh, okay. Because I love being Black. I love my dreadlocks.
Oh, okay, cool.
I love being Black. I'm a ghetto ass nigga. So.
Oh well, all Black people ain't ghetto niggers.
Well, I'm a ghetto nigga. I call it because I'm a hood nigga.
Okay. Right. RBR, do you have a question for Deity? RBR?
I hope I was able to answer your question properly about interracial dating.
I think you did good.
You did it really good. You didn't come with the ABW type of attitude on here.
What is an ABW?
Angry Black woman.
Oh my God. Okay.
We're learning.
You didn't come out like Cynthia G would come out. She's an angry Black woman. You didn't come out like her. So.
Oh, shouts out to Cynthia G.
She's ABW.
Okay. So what about RBR, are you here? God damn it, he had a stroke.
No, so let me ask you a question, Maurice. What made you decide to interracially date?
Because I don't like Black women. I don't date Black women. They're not my thing. You know, real talk. I like them pale.
Okay.
I like them. They more in your corner than a Black woman is, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know, they more in your corner. They more loyal, and you know. And not say they ain't bad, but white women. But to me, they're more loyal. You know, they more in your corner. Black women got this feminist attitude, a lot of them, and that is ordained by the white man, right? The white man. That's where it comes from.
Okay, right. The same place that the white woman genetically comes from.
No. I'm just saying from my experience.
I feel you.
Yeah. I like white women. White women better. My ad on that man. White women. It's on paper. I seen it. I tell all my Black guys, keep calm and get you a white woman.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anybody else have questions for Deity?
I have a question. Deity, are you with the white guy?
Is it J.I. or J.L.?
It's J.I.
J.I.
I'm not answering any questions about my personal dating life.
Yeah, J.I.
Anymore.
No, I'm just trying to see if you, because some people were saying you were trolling yesterday or whenever that was that you said it. I'm trying to see if it was
Let me
true
say this.
or not.
I mean, figure it out.
There's no way for me to figure it out but to ask you. I'm not going to become a detective and look into your life. It's just if you say yes, then it's yes. If you say no, then it's no. I'm just taking you at your word. I'm just trying to see if you were trolling, because some people were saying you were trolling.
That was yesterday.
I don't know what that. I don't.
So, any
I don't
other
know what that
questions?
means.
Any other question?
Her body, her
Well,
choice.
if you do,
Right, my body, my choice. Damn it.
Baby alert.
Okay. So,
huh?
okay. I love I like my little brother J.I., man. He be having questions like.
No, keep going with the questions.
Okay, J.I., you have any more questions that you want to ask me?
Yes.
I know you got.
Yes.
I know you got a lot of. I know you got questions.
So I guess I'm assuming it's true because that's the last thing I heard you say. I heard you say you did. So I'm assuming that's true. So
Okay. So then why would you assume that I don't? Because if you had to ask me that question again, then that means that somewhere in you felt
because some people I just told you, some people in chat were saying that you were trolling and that you were just playing or whatever it was. So since you were here, I said, let me just ask you to see what it was, but you declined to answer. So the rest of my questions would hinge upon it being true, because if it was, you're a huge hypocrite from all the stuff you were saying.
What's up, bro? What's up, Mike?
But if that was the case, my question from last time remains: why did you become more soft?
Well, you said something yesterday, JL. Is it JL or JL? I'm sorry. My attention span with that is kind of short. All right. Yeah. So my I don't have a reason to be extremely or overtly passionate amongst people in a conversation that's not something that you all talk about. So I didn't feel the need to speak on things that would cause me to be extremely passionate. And when I get passionate, I, might speak a little bit more aggressively.
So you no longer.
And not that, I think that I've just been able to refrain. I've been able to refrain my my emotions.
She's happy, JI.
Yes, let me be happy. Does it make why you be hating on the fact that I'm happy? Damn, JI.
I don't care either
y'all
way.
YouTube niggas, y'all crazy. Y'all want to see, y'all want to see everybody sad and depressed and stressed. Nah, but go ahead.
No, I said that if more,
I'm fucking with you.
I said if it makes y'all docile and all that, like how you change, I said more of y'all need to go find one today and go get you a Brad or whoever. If it makes you more feminine like that, I told y'all all should go. I was just questioning your personality change, why you went from being a nigga to being more feminine for quote unquote somebody of another race. That was my question. Why the personality shift?
Yeah, was anybody of another race on the panel yesterday, or whatever day it was that I did that?
I think Rudent was there.
Is he of another race?
No.
So why would you? How could you say? Yeah. So what I'm asking, I'm asking him his question. I'm asking his question. What I'm saying is, I'm asking him a question. I'm responding to. If you felt as though I changed for a white man, there was no white man around. So what white man was around that would cause me to change?
I was asking because of the personality shift was so different. I wasn't saying
but there was no white man on the panel.
I was saying once you got with one, the personality shift was so drastic from the nigga you used to be to being more calm.
But how could you say that my personality had anything to do with who I date?
That was the correlation that I drew. Listen, in this space, I'm sure you've heard it. We've said it. It's been said a lot.
That's a preconceived notion that some of y'all
absolutely
have, and right. So that's your own
it absolutely
personal assumption
towards that. Hold on, let me see. Let me see who this person is in the chat.
That's your own personal assumption.
It absolutely 100% is. But that's the
so I don't
correlation
answer
that
to
I drew
assumptions.
based upon your behavior.
I can't answer or respond properly to an assumption because you're not going to take the answer. Because you already have a preconceived notion or thought.
Okay, so let me pass it on. Let me get it over to Super Mike. Super Mike.
What's up?
We are here with Deity. She is taking.
Oh, did he say BMT or Deity?
No. I think he's saying BMT, and also Deity answering questions. Super Mike. If you have any questions for the young lady, she's been answering questions. I know there's people triggered in the chat. You know, I know there's people that have a lot. Deity is untamed. We see her mama down there. She's laughing and cackling up. Shout out to
who's her mother?
She's in the chat right now.
Yeah.
So J.I., you leave her mama alone in that chat. So,
who's her mama? What's the username?
I'm not telling her username. No.
What's up, Super Mike?
J.I. is a licensed werewolf. He will try to sniff out certain types of behavior and try to attack it. So that's just his behavior as a werewolf. Super Mike, go ahead. Go ahead, Super Mike. Go ahead.
What's up? All right, so I'm gonna ask you something about your opinion on systems, because I think you accurately describe the condition of the black male in this system, depending on the white male in this system, and the white man effectively rationing or
placing the black woman over him.
Controlling the resources of the black society, and choosing basically winners and losers. He can place the black woman above the black man and effectively turning the black man into a bitch. Now, you saying that you can't create another system within a system, and this is the issue that I'm thinking. Because I don't think there's another level to this that you don't see, because you accurately said this is our shit. All resources come from land, and we are the original people. This is our land. So effectively, the white man has created a system within our overall system, but we're blind to the fact that we can just, so I'm just saying, like, why do you think that we can't create a system of our own, even though this man's, currently running his little system over us?
Okay, so you would have to think about what you're asking and ask it again, because you left something out and I don't want to assume. So can you repeat the question?
No, I'm saying, no, I laid a base, and I'm saying, why do you think, because according to what I heard earlier,
right, you left something out though.
According to what I heard, you said that we can't create another system within where we're at because we're effectively inside of another man's system.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out why do you think that's true? Because actually, you did correctly make the connection to the land. The land is ours.
All right. Okay, so I'll break it down for you. So, like, for instance, if you go to the youth fair, do you know what a youth fair is? Does anybody here know what a youth fair is? I know in Miami we have youth fairs. Okay, so a youth fair is a place where there's rides and then there's food. There's a lot of junk food and stuff, right? So a youth fair is placed in a system that's in a system, a structure that's already created. Now, it is realistically there. You can see it. You can use whatever's there within it. You can eat the food there. However, it comes down and then you leave from out of that youth fair system and then you go back into the so-called real world. That is the same thing with the system of white supremacy. The system of white supremacy is not real. However, if you are in that system, which was created by another man, you can't create something within his system and it not be his. So for instance, if you are a child that's living under your parents' roof and you bring home some money, if you don't want your parents to take your money, or if you don't want your parents to say, keep my door open, your room, which is your room door, then you would need to leave. You cannot run somebody else's house. So yes, this is our land, but if the system is within the land, why would you want to then box yourself further into a system that's not real? Why would you want to create something into somebody else's house that's not real? Why would you not expound out of that and realize that that system is not real and remove yourself from it? And if you can't remove yourself from it in a tangible sense, when you have a mental understanding of how this really works, things will come to you as opposed to you going to it. Meaning that a black man would be a man. When you understand that you dominate over the system that's within your house, why would you go in their house? That's like a box. You've seen those big boxes where there's like another box and another box and another box. Why would you want to put yourself further in a box? But go ahead.
No, that's why I said when you made the connection to the land. See, this is what I'm saying. That was the level, because that's our
entanglement. L, stop using my phrase, nigga. See, y'all take my talking points and then want to act like y'all don't know where y'all got it from, talking about war is the only answer. I've been saying that, but go ahead, Super Mike.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't see that, like you just said, that their system is dependent on our land. We occupy land.
But it's all good, entanglement, L.
But because BMT made the point earlier, he said, shouldn't we learn how to, what do you say, BMT, kind of elevate in their system? That's the wrong answer.
Yeah, okay. So what was your rebuttal to what I said? Go ahead, thank you.
No, because I'm saying, you're saying you can't say you can't make your own system.
I didn't say that. What are you talking? Can you hear me?
Okay. No, I'm just saying because the way it comes across.
What are you talking about? I mean, I just literally gave you a whole spiel. I mean, I laid it out. Like, what is it that you didn't understand about what I said?
Okay.
Okay. Because earlier, all right.
You agree with BMT that you.
I didn't agree with. What did I agree with BMT on? I mean, I just said it. I just said it just now. But what did you gather from that? What did you not? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. What was how did it calculate in your brain? Go ahead.
Okay. Let me tell you how it comes across. You have to make your own system. Okay, but you're saying that's all that it came across as. You're saying you can't make your own system within here. That's all I'm saying. We have to make our own system, because
but you would have to make your system outside of somebody. So here's the thing. If I just said, and you just agreed, you brought it up, right? Here, what Water Sniper says, when we come for you, your white spouse's head, which y'all going. Okay.
What the hell?
Hold on, listen.
Get timed out, nigga.
Hold on. So the thing is this, and I mean, I gave a perfect analogy, but I guess that didn't work. Okay. So, why would you? Yes, you can create your own system, right? You can create your own system. Let me finish, please. Thank you. You can create your own system, correct? Right. So here's how please. What are you doing? Let me finish. Okay. So you can definitely create your own system, right? However, though, you just stated that this is our land. This is our earth, right?
Right.
So this is everything is ours. We don't have to recreate something to mimic something else that is not even real. This is our shit. This is our land. This is our earth.
Okay.
So yes, now, yes, within your earth and within your land, you would recreate your system. However, though, right, your race of people, Super Mike, are captives in another man's system. And if he didn't want you to be captives anymore, then he would let you go. Clearly, that's not the case. There's a reason why you are a captive in that man's system. So in order for you to get out and create your own system, you would have to put in that work, because they're not going to let their captives, their slaves, go that easy. They're just not going to let you go that easy. You see what happens when you try to. You either end up dead or in jail.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the answer. The only reason why I brought up that point is because I don't know if you are aware.
Or you end up a professor at a college and you was a former Black Panther. Go ahead.
No, because it comes across, because when people think within a system, they're actually equating a system as the land. But we can create our own system here, like where we exist at, and it'll be separate. Like if you go into
Okay, that's
anybody
fine.
else,
I'm not really talking about that, but okay. Did I answer your question?
No. Let me.
Because now you're contradicting yourself.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Hold on.
Listen, please relax. It's not that serious. Go ahead.
Let me ask. RBR's here. He has to ask a question. RBR, can you hear us? RBR.
He can't. Drop him off. Go ahead. Keep going, Super Mike.
Damn it. Go ahead, Super Mike.
No, I'm just saying you just contradicted yourself when you said you're not talking about that.
I'm not talking about what? What is that? That what?
Okay.
I'm
saying I'm about to tell you that.
Go ahead.
Okay. So when I'm saying that this is the only path forward, so that your
what
black
is the
male
only path forward? You said this. You keep saying this. This what? What is this? Go ahead.
I'm gonna allow me to finish that statement.
Yeah. Listen, but go ahead, please. Just get to the point. Because you keep saying this, but you're not saying what this is. Okay. What is it that I am not getting or I'm contradicting myself on? What is that this? Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So listen, give me count to 30 before you respond.
I think Super Mike's mic went out.
Count to 30 before you say anything else. Give me 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
I'm saying to you that the only path forward so that your collective man is not a collective bitch, okay, is to create our own system within the land and territory that we numerically dominate in, which is right here. Now we are going to have to put in that work. We're going to have to. That's what I just said.
You're repeating everything that I said. What is wrong with you people? You just repeated everything that I said. I just said that, Super Mike.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we agree, right? Okay.
Well,
okay.
So now what's your next point of contention? Because it seems like you just want to be argumentative for the sake of the show, but go ahead.
With you if you just
I didn't say that you were arguing. I said argumentative. That means that you have actions and behavioral patterns of being, wanting an argument, but you're not, go ahead.
I'm sorry it's coming across like that. I'm just
because you're saying that I'm wrong about things that you cannot combat me on, and then you end up agreeing with me. So it seems as though you just want to be, a pessimistic person. Why do you want to be my opposition, Super Mike? I'm trying to be your friend.
Oh, now
I didn't say you're wrong. I'm just saying I said you correctly did it. You're coming across as if we have to go outside of the land. And that's all I'm saying.
I just said that we own the land. What are you talking about? How can you go outside of the land? Where else would you go? You will fall off what? The map?
Okay. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to get clear.
Okay.
That's clear.
You finally got it?
So let me, RBR, are you there? RBR, Mo, do you have a question? J.I.,
I got a question. Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead, J.I.
Because from yesterday, I could get no clarity. So do you, if a black person, white person have a kid, do you consider that kid black?
Do I consider a biracial child black?
I hate you, J.I.
Is that your question?
Yeah,
that's what I know. You heard. Yeah.
I'm not talking to you, so relax. Again, please step out of your feminine energy and be a man and just talk. You ain't got to get emotional with me. No, they're not.
Who's in the feminine energy?
This guy here.
Who me?
Yes, relax.
Oh my God.
Just relax.
Okay, answer the question.
Yeah. No, they're not black.
Bitch, what you?
Okay,
you and your goddamn feelings right
now. Yo, BMT, like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Like, come on, these people.
Mo, just let him answer the question. Okay, all right. So, okay, go ahead, J.I.
Angry black woman.
Okay. These people are weirdos. They take medication or something. What's up, BMT? Go ahead, J.I.
Go ahead, J.I.
Okay, let the record show I'm not in a little skirmish. All right, so you agree with no on that. So that's good. So we're in alignment.
I told you I can argue two sides of the debate. Go ahead.
Okay. So my next question is, I heard you say coon. What is your definition of coon?
Well, my definition of a coon is the same as it is for a Bojangle, buck dancing Uncle Tom. It's a black person who's a sellout to their race. I mean, plain and simple.
A black person who is a sellout to their.
You said to me, yeah.
Yeah, I know. So I said black person is a sellout.
Yeah, you said to me though. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So a black person sell out to the race. Is dating interracially selling out, or what? Because these words they get subjective. So I'm trying to understand your view of it. Is dating out selling out, in your opinion?
That in of itself is subjective. But let me answer the question.
That's why I said in your opinion.
Yes, it is. Because here's the thing. The so-called black man and woman who dates outside of their race, first and foremost, it's a sin to do so. So once you have sex with a person that's outside of your race, there's something that happens with your vibration and your energy. It is what it is. It weakens you. Then that's just what happens. It weakens the black man and it weakens the black woman because you're the stronger, dominant gene. It's also a spiritual aspect to this. And they don't have a spiritual system within their body. They don't vibrate in that same way. So when a black person dates a white person, it definitely messes with their spiritual system. It messes with their vibrations. Like I said, it weakens them. And so at that point, once you have been infiltrated physically, then you won't be for your race. You can't be for your race. You cannot.
Okay. So one last question. I'm gonna throw it to Mr. Delk above me, the person above me.
Don't ask me about my personal life. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're past that. In your opinion, should men have financial abortion?
Should men have financial abortion?
Yes,
because what?
a woman. I said because women have the right to abortion. Do you agree that men should have the same a legal right of equal power via financial abortion?
Well, if that is given to women, then I don't see what the problem is for men to have the same thing. And it would be called paper abortion or financial. Isn't it paper abortion or something like that?
Yeah, some people call it paper abortion.
It is paper abortion.
We call it financial abortion. Same thing. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you're for it. Okay, so we're good then. All right.
But my thing is, why would you want to have a child with a person that you don't want to be with anyway? So
I would answer the question. Do you want me to answer that? Is that a question?
No, it wasn't. It was rhetorical.
All right then. Go ahead, Mr. Delk. You got it.
Thank you.
Women can be so pro-black, so for the black people, but they were quick to go ahead and abort them babies, quick to go get a no good nigga. You know what I'm saying? So by a man dating a white woman is a setup to his race, but what about a black woman that dated no good nigga? Is that a setup to the race too?
So does anybody have any questions?
I gave you a question.
I think that was just a comment. I think that was a comment. RBR, did you fix your? I emailed you, RBR. I emailed you. So okay. So now, okay. Do you feel, Deity, that can you still be pro-black and with another race? Can't you still be pro-black with another race?
Well, here's the thing, and I think I just said that, so I'll go back into it. Or yes, maybe please. You might want to go ahead and rewind this. When a so-called black person lays down with a person who is not spiritually in line or in tune with their DNA and their vibrations, that person is going to come out weakened. They drain your energy. White people are vampires. They're energy vampires to the so-called black race. So when a black man or a black woman lays down with a non-black person, they're draining you and you're electrifying them. This is the reason why they like us, but they hate us at the same time because they can't be us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back to normal Deity now. Okay. All right.
Yep, she's back.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Black people so dumb. Y'all fall for everything. And let me say this.
Y'all.
It's crazy that no black person, they don't like to talk about when you're speaking positive for blackness, but as soon as you go and fuck a white man and have a white man's baby, you're the headline news. These people crazy.
That's the headline news to me. All right.
They're crazy.
Welcome to Black YouTube.
I mean, you got me fucked up if you think I'm a fuck with a cracker. Period.
Let me make this clear.
She's back. She's back.
The only reason that I cared that it was a shock is because you've been so racist towards them. So
I'm not. Wait a minute. JL. I can't. Which one is it again? Damn. I can't.
It's
JI. You are crazy if you think. It's not even so much that you think. It's not even so much that you think, regardless of what it is. The point that I'm saying is this. It's crazy that Black people are so willing to promote negativity, but when you talk about uplifting these people, they don't pay. It's like, whatever, Deity is just tripping again. But if I say I fuck a white man and I got a white man's baby and I'm damn near a white supremacist, I make headline news with these people. It's so funny. That is funny.
No. Let me make this clear.
You made headlines for no good nigga.
Hold on, Super Mike. The only reason I said anything was not because I care what you do in your personal life.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about you. I'm saying in general, because there were people.
I know. Hold on, Diddy. Hold on. To the people listening, the only reason I care was because of the stark contrast that it was to her personality. It would be like if I got on here talking about men need to just be in child support court. We need to raise child support court. People would say, "Wait a minute, weren't you for financial abortion?" That was the only interest that I had in it, and why it was such a sharp.
Stop calling me
contrast.
a racist. Damn, I'm a realist. What? I'm not a racist if I say a white person is a Neanderthal and they have low vibrational energy. That's not racist.
Well, whatever you call it.
You're welcome.
Whatever you want to call. I won't call you that anymore. But you know what I'm saying. So that's the only reason. I personally do not care what people do, and that's why I took you at your word as well.
No, and that's fine. But what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, I think this is a very telltale sign too. I mean, I was bored. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been on this motherfucker in a while. I was like, shit, it just came to the crib. Let me see what these people. But it's a telltale sign. That is a small, minute situation that, is global when it comes to people who are for Black people. It's like you have your own people that will push you down when you're on positive shit and then try to uplift the negative shit. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Well, I want to say something on that. And this, it's not really a question or anything. It's just a comment.
J.I. is not a whole ass nigga, Faith. Leave my dog alone. No, I'm just.
Is that Faith? Is that Faith?
I'm playing with you, Faith. You know I love you. Go ahead, Super Mike.
No, because it just shows how, the effect of a woman. It doesn't matter what you come across as if you're authentic to yourself. Mm-hmm. Even the people who seem to disagree with you, when you put your energy out in the world, you create a certain, I guess I feel like it's an atmosphere or like an alignment, and there's people who seem to oppose you. But when you just flip on that, I ain't gonna lie, when I heard just hearing it, I didn't know if it was true because I didn't assume anything, but I just hearing it, and just based on how you put your energy out, I was like, damn. That had so crazy. It had an emotional effect. It had an emotional effect. And I can't explain why it had an emotional effect, but it did. But it is just interesting. I was like, wow, that's interesting.
But you know how crazy it is? Let me tell you something. Interracial dating is a sin. That's first and foremost.
Get the fuck out
hold on,
here.
but let me say this.
She can't be serious.
Hold on, no, it's a sin. It's a sin. But I want to say this.
Thou shalt not.
I came on here,
with a white woman.
And it says that the so-called God's chosen people should not date with a heathen. We should not mate with heathens. But hold on, let me say something. Yo, BMT, can you drop?
No, let him talk.
Let me finish. Yeah, let me finish.
I'm gonna let this bitch talk.
Go ahead, Didi.
So. Black people dating outside. Listen, when I was joking, because that whole thing was whatever.
We know
but
that.
Even in talking, that shit lowered my vibration. And I'm like, damn, I'm just joking. But that shit had me tired the fuck out. I was sitting here talking about fucking a white man and, y'all people need to get over it. And I don't like coons, but I'm still of that race. So it was like, shit, that shit had me drained. And the motherfucker, I was on that bitch quiet. I'm like, I need to jump up off this bitch. But yeah.
If anything,
it's not.
Now I had a couple.
If anything, I watch interracial porn.
You said what?
I watch some. Is it wrong for men to watch interracial porn?
No, as long as
come on, yo. If porn in of itself.
Somebody asked me to ask the question.
Please. Somebody
else
go ahead, talk.
As long as there's black female in the porn, it's good. Now, if you're watching white girls and Asian girls and you selling out your race, then that's not good.
Deity is actually like the top prize of the white supremacists. like
I
a
damn
girl,
sure
like
am, because they want to try to they want to try to tame me.
No,
But
that's not
listen.
true.
No. Let me explain something to you about
I
white
guarantee
people.
you, I know that for a
Let
fact.
me explain
That
something
she
to
is.
you about white people. Wait,
That's a
no,
lie.
this is very true, and also because they're attracted to me on another level. But listen, a black person who is non-conformist is what white people are attracted to because they want to conquer that. When you're not what they have created everybody else to be, which is a docile nigga or nigga bitch, when you're not that, it's like they want to break that. They're intrigued. Like, how is it that you're not fucked up and, you know, bowing to us? Like, they like that. It's a respect at the same time because your people have been through so much, but you don't appear to be broken. Your spirit is still strong, and people are attracted to a strong spirit, even those who try to break you. That's just, it is what it is.
Racist. Well, I had a couple of questions that I wanted to ask.
You said I'm a racist?
Go ahead, RBR. Go ahead, RBR.
They hate Obama because he's black. But anyway, Deity.
You.
We often talk about the system of white supremacy, and Dr. Frances Cress Weston.
Wilson.
Yeah, Weston. She talked about it. We even talked to her about it on Umar's show, or one show that Umar was hosting, or somebody. And I asked her the question, and she couldn't answer it. Now, the question is, how do white people get the racism out of their DNA and into the system and into the institution and into the Honey Nut Cheerios in the backseat of the Uber? How do they take their racism out of their DNA and put it into the Honey Nut Cheerios? How do white people actually transfer the racism from their DNA and put it into, you know, the Honey Nut Cheerios? How do they do it? How do they physically get that racism out of there?
Okay, because they put their thoughts, they take their thoughts and put it into play.
Okay, so you're saying that as black people and Asian people, we don't have thoughts that we can put into play, like interracial dating is a sin?
Yes, yeah, you can. However, though, you're conquered physically and mentally.
Well,
the majority, not you in particular, but the majority of the people of your race.
How do third graders conquer us? How could the liars, the Nazi third graders, how do they conquer us if we got racist out of the government? Say with this Nazi nut we have president now, right?
Which one? I don't. Who's the president? Isn't it Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
He's our president, RBR.
You missed the fact that you missed the fact that 18% of black people voted for Bernie Sanders and him.
Oh, I don't watch TV. I can't fuck up my energy like this. I don't know.
You watch TV.
I don't watch TV.
Well, that's okay. Even if you don't watch TV,
okay.
How do they get the racism out of their DNA and into your gas tank? How do they put it into the system?
What the hell?
Because it's their system. They, like I said, they took their thoughts.
Hold on.
I'm going to answer your question, but go ahead.
No, you already failed. I said that the African civilization.
If you don't like my answer, then
no, I'm just explaining.
Go ahead.
You suck Obama's dick,
right? You said that the African civilization is a white system, a system of white supremacy in Africa. When white people came to Africa 4 million years.
Did I mention anything about Africa?
No.
Did I mention anything about Africa?
You did.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm thinking, damn, like, did I have a split moment?
A bit more than me, and I got to get a BMT to kick him off. But here's the thing. Africans created the African civilization. Africans created the African civilization in Asia, in Europe, in North America. How is an African system white?
Did you go to Africa and ask them?
No,
I don't ask. I'm African. I have 4 million years of so do you. You don't realize it because you fucking
been there. He's never been there. He's never been there.
No, I'm fucking with who?
Moon. Have you ever been
with who?
Have you ever been?
Let me explain something to you. You should ask.
It's cold. Do you? Have you ever been?
Tripping.
Do you know it's hot in hell? How do you know? Do you have to go? Do you have to sit on the sun on the sun to know it's hot? Come on. I'm asking you, if white people can get the racism out of their DNA and into Hunter Biden's laptop, how do they do that? Because they can't, because they're lying. So the bottom line with all this coonery and all this hatred of black women and hatred of black men is based on a lie that a bunch of racists told you because they hate black people and they just want to know what it would be like to live in a world where there weren't people that had 4 million years on you. They just want to know what it would be like. Now, there's not a black person up here that wouldn't want to live in a world without racism, where you wouldn't have to marry the white girl and all that?
You are a dumbass, RBR.
RBR, what is your question?
You are a parody.
God damn!
Parody, but let's talk.
RBR, what is your question?
You repeat yourself.
RBR, what is your question?
Oh my God, these people crazy.
Shut up, Cool Taylor.
Everybody on the channel. Do you want to live in a world where there's no racism and the cops ain't trying to kill you every time you step outside? Do you want to live in that world where there's no racism?
Okay.
No Nazis, no Klan, no Proud Boys, no Boogaloo Boys, no Trump nuts. Do you want to live in a world sans racists trying to kill you because you're black? Yes or no?
Okay. Listen, hey, dodge the words of the racial slurs. I don't got time for that. I don't need the racial slurs. I'm not gonna get my channel flagged.
You want to change the subject? You want to move the goalposts? Do you want to live in a world without racism?
Go ahead. I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm just saying y'all not gonna get my channel flagged.
No, we're not going to get your channel flag for telling the truth.
I'm not bad, BMT. I respect your channel.
They won't promote your channel if you tell the truth on your channel. I understand that because they're racist. But just
go ahead, Deity.
Live in a world where there's no racism. Yes or no? It's not that hard a question to answer for someone black.
Go ahead, Deity.
Does Deity want to answer the question?
I'm not talking to this man.
She can't talk to me. I'm telling the truth, and I got 4 million years on her because I'm.
We don't want racism. What about that? How about that?
Let me hop back on with a question.
If you don't want racism, what lengths would you be willing to go to end racism?
Listen,
because blacks
Yo, BMT, what's up?
Listen, I already got.
Damn, like the fuck.
This is why we.
All right, let me ask a question when you're done.
Thank you, God, but he don't shut up. God damn.
All right. Deity, do you believe in the Bible factually? Like when I say fact, I mean, do you believe it literally?
Yes, I believe that it's the book for the so-called black race.
Okay, so you believe that it was written by God, and you believe the words in it literally, like you believe Jesus rose from the dead, all that, Moses parted the Red Sea. You don't believe it's hyperbole. You believe that those things literally happened.
I believe that some of those things are metaphorical.
Okay. So you believe some of it's metaphorical. All right, that was my question.
Okay. Mo, do you have a question for her? Mo, do you have a question for her?
No, I ain't got no more questions for her. I can't with her. No.
Metaphorical, allegorical, shit like that. Why you ain't got no questions for me, Maurice? What's wrong?
No.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Is that white lady lowering your vibrations and she got you mad? Is that what it is?
No.
Leave Kelly alone.
I'll cuss your ass out. That's why I say I can't, because I'm trying to be calm.
She done lowered your vibrations and turned you into a woman. She done turned you into a woman.
Bitch, how she turned into a woman? Shit, these white women want.
Okay.
No, see, y'all.
You'll be all right though. Hey, get you a black woman and you'll get back right. Get you a black woman and you'll get back right. Or get a black man. Get a black man. Once you black men deal with white women, you're effeminate. But anyway, next question.
I was trying to be civil. You see that shit, BFP? I was trying to be cool with this bitch.
I know, Mo. You did good.
I did good. Fuck that bitch. I'm out of here. Not out of here. I'm muting my mic. Fuck her. Dumb bitch.
And your wife too.
I don't even know. Like they're supposed to upset me.
I knew and your dog.
My snowball.
And your lice head dog.
Bitch.
Shut
up, Shamika.
And relax. Go dog walk and relax. Damn.
This is what I tell my boys not to date women like you.
Drained your energy and now you act more like a female than a female. You need to relax.
Are you happy now, J.I.?
Ask you a hard question.
You got to ask you a hard
question. You are an angry black woman. That's what you are. You are an angry black woman. You angry. You are angry. You are angry black woman.
Oh my God. I'm so angry, y'all. Damn.
You are angry black woman. You mad because a white man left. You mad because you can't get a white man. That's what you want, a white man. That's why you keep talking that shit, bitch. You want a white man.
Okay.
So let's move on. Mike, go Okay, Mike, what's your question, Mike?
DMT, man, come on with this.
Listen, welcome back to Nigga Tube. Welcome back.
Yo,
this is your family.
You gotta have
your family, Deity.
You gotta.
This is your family. This is your family. We ain't got nowhere else to go. This is your family.
Nowhere else to go. I don't be on here like that. Go ahead.
Mike, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good.
Can you hear me? Y'all. Hey.
See, they didn't finish because they were scared about what I was going to say. And what I was going to say is,
hey, shut your ass up, man. Hey, man. Hey, hold up. RBR, you gotta hold up, man, for real. Just for a second.
What's wrong with the you dumb niggas?
I'm out of here. I'm triggered.
Listen, man. I can't be serious with you. I'm trying to ask her a hard question, man. Hey, listen.
That's not a hard question. The real question is, what will she be willing to do to live in a world that's not great? And the answer is, you wouldn't be willing to kill 80% of the people in the population like these fucking niggas would. Coronavirus and
Lord.
My God. Okay, so Mike, go ahead.
So what were you saying, Super Mike? Damn, like y'all act like fucking retarded. Like what the fuck kind of riddling?
No, you can't say the R word. Say that.
It's funny.
Go ahead, Super Mike. No,
hey,
it
listen.
ain't. I don't.
I mean,
that type of shit drains my energy too. White people and dumb niggas, I can't. Go ahead.
Okay, so listen. You mentioned that you had respect for what's his name? Fucking Young Pharaoh. Okay.
Yes.
So how did
I have respect for Young Pharaoh because Young Pharaoh has respect for me.
Okay, that's fine. No, I was going to ask you, how do you react to? Because one time I seen Young Pharaoh, he says that he was basically, I don't know if he was aligning himself or I don't want to quote him exactly because I can't remember his exact words, but basically he was telling that like the Proud Boys or the these little patriots, we with you, the blacks gonna be right there with you, we're gonna take this country back. How did you see anything like that? Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not.
You're not aware of
and
that.
I'm not sure in what context it was said in. I don't know.
You're not aware of it, so you can't answer that question. But anyway, yeah, you can see that video. But anyway,
so what's your perception on it? What's your take on it?
He was talking to, Dr. Shiva, right?
Who? Oh, you talking about the Indian doctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know that Young Pharaoh and him have a little respect too going.
Now,
it was. Go ahead.
I want to ask you, Super Mike, are you willing and prepared to fight for your black woman?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what you were saying about Young Pharaoh?
Liar.
Dude, you don't. I mean, see, y'all don't know me, but I understand.
He trying to call you a coon. You better defend your name. You better defend your name, black man.
You ain't want to fight for no black man.
You better defend your name, black man. Nah, but go ahead. What's up with Young Pharaoh though? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, but no. The thing is, no. I was just saying that. Yeah. I mean, he's cool. I think he serves a purpose, but and everybody's young and everybody's going through their life and they're trying to figure out, just like you said. Because even when you were talking earlier, I didn't when you were talking earlier, when you were speaking earlier, people were saying how you change and change and change. I really didn't hear it earlier. I didn't hear no change in you. I mean, really, not really. Fundamentally, people grow. They learn more things. Yeah. They learn more things. But I didn't hear when I say change, meaning like you disavow, some truth that you thought or whatever. I don't know.
No, so I was drained. I was like, damn, why is it that my energy is getting lower every time I say I'm with a white man, I got a white baby, I'm with a white man, I got a white baby? It was like that shit was it was like I was falling into the sunken place. I was getting deeper and deeper and deeper into a state of just like dreariness and weariness and
she was speaking more softly. She wasn't as aggressive.
Yeah, because I was drained.
Hold on, she wasn't cursing. She was more meek. She I know exactly what I was talking about. That was the question. that I had wanted to change.
That man mouth.
Yeah, she didn't have man mouth.
Yeah, he just
you know
showed
exactly
his
what
true
happened.
colors. He showed his true colors yesterday.
Well, I mean, I know.
What my true? Hold on. What my true colors, dude?
Mm-hmm.
What are my true colors?
That you want me to be with a white man.
People speak differently on the internet.
No. I want you to be have the meek and mild attitude, the way you were more calm, more feminine, didn't have that man mouth. It wasn't no cussing, wasn't no coon action. It was that act that
I'm gonna tell you though, I wasn't passionate about what I was saying, and sometimes when you get passionate,
the attitude was better though.
Yeah, sometimes when you get passionate, but then you got to also look. These people that was on here were not on here yesterday. But Super Mike, in regards to young Pharaoh, right? I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't see that, but I will say, like, just like white people placate to black people, do you think that maybe he was, based on what you saw in your observation or whatever, do you think that he was placating to white people in a way of not a genuine sense, but almost like a facetious, sarcastic type of sense, like doing to them what they do to us?
Well, I'll tell you how I reacted to it, and this is something that, me and BMT have a disagreement on this, but I mean it's fine. It's not a big deal because I'm friends. I love all my people, even people who maybe not see right yet. But the point is, I felt like he had succumbed, and he thought that you have to try to get powerful within this system in order to survive.
Well, in a sense, you do, because black people are not, as a collective, black people are not on his mindset. See, here's the thing. When you have a mindset like me, young Pharaoh, what other black, Sister Soldier, Asada Shakur, what other black person would you say?
I don't know.
Would Michi X count for
what other black person would you say?
Well, she don't like Michi because Michi.
I don't know her, but but what I'm saying is that when you have that mindset, and you have that warrior spirit, the reality is that you're not surrounded by a good amount of black people that have that same energy. And like I said, you have more black people that.
Can we talk about that?
Yo, DMT, man, what are you? I can't do this.
I don't know how he get back. I don't know how he comes back.
When they're done with this, let me ask you a question.
They're scared of white people, and so they join the Klan. Can we have a discussion, Deity? You and me.
That's what he kind of got it right there in that little statement he made.
Have a conversation with a real brother.
Let me ask you a question. When
no, because I'm gonna get my white man on you. Go ahead.
No, I don't care about the white man.
That was good though.
Never dated a white girl. My wife is,
and then he'll put you in check. But go ahead.
All right. So my question to you is, if you hate white people, if you hate Joe Biden,
I don't hate white people. Who told you I hate white people?
Definition of pro-black. That was the first question I asked you that you didn't want to answer.
I was half black and half white.
Is it pro-black to join the fucking Ku Klux Klan and help Vladimir Putin and the Communist Party destroy the country because they elected a black president? Is that pro-black or is that coonish?
RBR, I want to punch your old ass in the face if you don't shut up with that damn pro-black shit.
Why do you want the truth to shut up, coon nigga? The truth came true today. You lost. Your master lost. He wasn't superior. He couldn't put the racism into the presidential election. That's a lie. They can't wield racism. They get rid of the racist and you get rid of the racism. Get rid of the white supremacist and you get rid of the white supremacy. The white supremacy is not in the system. It's in the white supremacist. The racism isn't in the institution or the Honey Nut Cheerios. It's in the racist. They cannot take their racism out of their DNA and put it into shit. It's not true. It's a lie. Now, the white people love the lie because that's a pretty good lie. That we aren't racist. Oh, it's in the air vents. Oh, yeah. See, it's in the Honey Nut Cheerios.
Let me get in here and ask the question.
Ask the question.
The racism is in the water and food.
BMT, are you slow? Like, what is your problem?
Ask the question.
I asked the question. Why the definition of pro-black a bunch of fucking coons who hate white people and want to join the Klan because they hate black people?
Go kill yourself.
All right.
Okay, so anybody have a question to ask Deity other than RBR?
Yeah, let me ask this. Deity, do you agree with pertaining to the Bible, 1 Corinthians 14 and 34, where it says, "Let the women are to keep silent in the churches, for they are not permitted to speak, but are to subject themselves as the law says."
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Do I agree with that? Yes, I believe that a woman should let a man be in a man's place, and a woman should be in a woman's place. And I think that it's the man's place to lead. However, though, I think that with the right man, she should allow him to hold that stance. I don't think it's.
Okay, go ahead.
I think men should be allowed to take
I was going to interject and say,
but,
hold on. So are you saying, because in the Bible, it doesn't say with any specific man, it just says she's to keep quiet, period. So are you saying that they should only keep quiet?
Well, no, it speaks specifically throughout the scriptures what type of woman what type of man she should deal with. And not all men were called to be leaders either.
Yeah, but it does not say ever anybody that she should not be quiet if he's a certain type of man. It specifies
throughout the book what type of man should lead. See, you're not going to let a foolish man lead a church.
No,
that in of itself is
in church, period. That they're not equal to men.
Right.
This is the Bible.
Yeah, they're not. We're not.
To men, period. It's not a hierarchy thing. They're to keep quiet, period, in church, as men are to lead. And they are supposed to be
type of men are called to be leaders, correct?
But they're to be in submission in totality to their husband and to keep quiet around men in general.
No, it does not specify men in general.
And let me read this verse. I'm gonna read it. Okay, here it goes.
And in order to do that, you would have to read the entire Bible, and you would have to understand how the Bible works. But I'm not going to go back and forth with you in regards to the Bible.
Now I got a question. So here's the thing about it. Why are black people still following the Bible, and we didn't make that dang book?
They're not following the Bible, BMT.
The translation, seriously, the interpretation. Come on, man. Come on, you can't be taking that Bible and trying to apply the interpretation that we were given by the enemy to real life here, because you got to be careful on how you understand that thing. It'll kill you.
It doesn't.
In what regard?
They're not following it, period. So it doesn't matter, BMT, to answer your question. They're not following the Bible. So to say that why are we following the Bible? They're not following it.
So BMT, you got any more other questions for me?
Not really. We about to wrap up the show. Anybody? Okay, so listen. So
I'm gonna holler at you, BMT.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest coon interviews or whatever you call it, and you wanted to hold this whatever this title was. Whatever this title was about, and you wanted me to talk on black YouTube debaters, the negative, whatever the fuck that shit was. You was asking me all type of weird ass coon white man buck broken questions. It's all good though.
Deity, but you saying you got pregnant by a white man. Deity, you said you got pregnant by a white man.
You know,
I did, right?
You did say that. You did say that, Deity.
Come on now, we was all having fun. It was some seriousness.
You can't get mad, Deity, that you got knocked up by the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's some type of slavery gone with the wind shit.
Oh, really?
That is. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
So how do you feel about your friend Mo and his white woman? But we ain't gonna talk about that.
I mean,
but all right, BMT, I'm gonna holler at you though.
Holla.
Hey, let me answer her question about that Bible though. I just wanted, because she said how it would kill you. Look, the white people who gave us the interpretation of that Bible had an interest in us being dysfunctional. And any kind of scripture from God, we have to know first that, I mean, if you're talking about the God that created the universe and the systems of nature, then the thing is, if you're going to interpret something and it creates dysfunction in your natural, it should be easy, to follow. It should be the best practice. People should want to do it, and it should work out. It should be proven this is the best way. Like, in reality, but you can't, if you're getting all this dysfunction out of the way you believe in that thing, you need to take a second look at that, how you interpreting this stuff. So that's how I look at the Bible and any scripture, whether it's Quran, and I'm a Muslim. So I read Bible and Quran, and I believe it all, but I don't believe it literally.
Now, look, and I get what you're saying, Mike. Now, here's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. For me, listen, I grew up in the church, right? And I'm watching the church in our community make over billions of dollars, okay? But the black community, we ain't growing. Now, we got $1 billion business in our community that those people are getting fat off of, but you telling me we can barely get a decent grocery store, or we can barely get a school that has AC or heat for our babies. Now, something don't make no damn sense with that goddamn church. I'll be damned if I'm putting money in that damn church and they get free tax write-offs, but my kids don't get the proper education that they need, and I gotta go beg some man in the sky for some shit. So you see what I'm saying? Listen, like I said, I grew up in that shit. You feel me? But I'm saying something don't make sense. Like, and I got in trouble for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got in trouble because I said, why would I give money? You know what I'm saying? I remember my mom started taking her hand and beating me with a shoe. But I said, Mom, why would I give money to a building when I could just take that same money and give it to a man on the street? What's the difference? Well, the Church of God. I'm like, well, how's me giving a building benefiting my people? You feel me? I can't say I'm for my people if they out there starving and dying in the street. I'm not about to do that shit. Y'all, I mean, like I said, y'all believe in politics that, you know, whatever man get in the office, Trump, Biden, whoever they're gonna be some liberation of some messiah for y'all. Dog, you better off fixing your own damn shit. I'm not looking to no man outside of my damn community to save me. That ain't no type of pro shit. That's just me just being on my own shit. Only person, like I told my lady, only person who gonna damn pay that light bill is me. Ain't gonna be no other man gonna come and from some electoral college or shit. You might as well just do it for yourself. And I mean, y'all people can say I'm hating or I'm talking shit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, I mean, I guess some people felt some type of way about Deity saying she had a baby by a white man. I didn't give a shit. That's her vagina. I mean, honestly, people gonna fuck, suck, do what they want to do with their life. Honestly, that don't got shit to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas were amazed. Y'all niggas were amazed a black girl got on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Niggas were amazed a black girl got on YouTube and told y'all niggas that she got fucked by a white man. And that literally broke YouTube for a fucking day. Y'all ain't never seen the broad. You ain't never fucked her, but y'all were amazed by her, who she was fucking. Y'all ain't never seen no damn Brad. Y'all think I get fucking amazed when a nigga done come up in a white bitch? I don't get amazed by that shit. That's that man. That's his problem. I don't give a fuck. What you do and what you eat and shit don't move me. Y'all better understand that shit. It's 2020, baby. 2021, y'all fuck. I don't know what to tell y'all niggas. But we had a good show. Thank y'all for the donations. Thank y'all for the cash apps. Y'all nigga to be easy. Y'all be well. This is your boy, BMT, coming at y'all again. If you feel butthurt about what the fuck we said, fuck your feelings. You know, it is what it is. J.I., we're going to be doing a show soon enough, man. Like, we're going to have to do a show, bro. Financial abortion or fuck your feelings. I can't wait to do that one next. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, like I told you, I'm not sparing y'all feelings for anything. You know what I'm saying?
You the man, BMT.
Like I said, I try to do what I can for you, fam. I try to do what I can for y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Be easy, y'all.